how to lose your property in 5 all too easy steps. A quick explanation of how the Expropriation Bill would empower the state while trampling on your property rights. If the Expropriation Bill, currently making its way through the parliamentary process, becomes a law, property rights in South Africa will never be the same again, and neither will our economy or our country. So, in terms of this bill, how will the expropriation process actually work? Step 1. An expropriating authority, like a municipality or a government department, seeking to expropriate property must start by investigating the property and negotiating for its purchase with the owner. Step 2. If no agreement between the owner and the authority is reached, the authority may issue a notice of its intention to expropriate. In this document, the authority invites the property owner to make their case for why they should keep it or what amount of compensation should be paid. While the authority is required by the Expropriation Bill to listen to the owner making their case, it is under absolutely no obligation to respond or explain their reasoning should they reject what the owner has said. Step 3. Once the authority has heard the owner out, it can go ahead and issue a notice of expropriation. Under this notice, both ownership and the right to possess the property will automatically pass to the municipality on the date set out in the notice. The date for the transfer of ownership could be a mere week after the service of the notice, as the only time limit in the bill is that this date must not be earlier than the date of service of the notice. The right to possess the property could pass to the municipality within another week. Effectively, the authority will be able to act as judge and jury in its own cause. It will have the power to decide that the expropriation is in the public interest, or that a pittance or nil amount of compensation is, quote, just and equitable, end quote. Step 4. A property owner who can afford a lawyer may seek mediation or apply directly to the courts to challenge the validity of an expropriation, whether it is really in the public interest, for example, and the amount of compensation offered, if it is truly just and equitable. However, most people will lack the necessary resources to mount legal challenges. They will also find this particularly difficult to do if they have already lost ownership and possession of their homes or other key assets like shares, savings, or a pension. Expropriated owners will also bear the onus of proving that the expropriation is invalid or the compensation inadequate. Step 5. If the property owner's efforts against the expropriation fail to convince the court, they will have to pay not only their own legal costs, but also many of the state's costs as well. And there you have it, from property owner to not, in 5 all too easy steps, thanks to the Expropriation Bill. That's if it becomes law. But together, we can kill the bill. Visit irr.org.za to protect property rights.